deal with airplane peanuts?
I mean, let's start at the beginning. It's the only way to do this. Adam and Eve. You guys know that story? Okay. If you don't know that story, this is all gonna go over your head tonight.
If you haven't seen his special, go watch it. It's my boy Ari Shaffir. He's got one of the best comedy specials that I've seen in a long time.
I think it's your best work ever. I really do.
It's
rock solid, dude. It's so good.
I went to a seminary called the Yeshiva in Jerusalem for 2 years after high school. So you go to study if you want to become a rabbi. Spoiler alert, it did not take.
Ari Shaffir special on YouTube. It's called Jew. Okay. It's about learning about Judaism through comedy. That's the new way that comedy specials are going to get out. It's like, we got to have a theme and teach you something. That's a great special. Ari Shaffir special, Jew. Even Kanye likes it.
I saw it. It's very good. Hell yeah. I think it might be your best work.
Come on in. Here he comes. Ari Shaffir. Now, do I get up and give you the middle? Give him the middle. Okay.
I saw it. I came. I watched you do it live.
My buddy Steve, he's Catholic, he's a comic, and I made a Catholic joke once, and I got off stage. He had enough of it, you know? So I got off stage, and he was like, Ari, what do we have to do to make you stop making fun of Catholics? And I was like, one thing.
Ari Shaffir took the comedy world by storm this week, dropping his first full-length special in over 5 years. The special is already closing in on almost 3 million views on YouTube, so I wanted to hear from the entire comedy community thoughts on Ari Shaffir Jew. We took this question to the Joke World community page and asked 145,000 comedy fans their thoughts on the new special. And in this video, we're going through some of the best responses and also playing some highlights from the show.
You showed me, just like a little bit of it on the phone. It looks fucking
it looks
crazy.
fantastic.
We got
awesome.
we got thousands of candles and put them up there to make it go with the sort of the theme of the thing. But it's just a stand-up hour, and you guys are gonna love it. I'm really excited about it. It's fucking hilarious.
Absolutely.
Best special you've seen since. I don't know.
That other
Jesus made that speech.
Since Fluffy.
Shout out to Fluffy.
Yeah,
Shout out to Fluffs.
There was definitely some level of pressure on this special, given that Ari fans have been waiting over 5 years for this to come out. But based on the general reaction of these comments, it seemed like Ari over-delivered. This guy said, loved it. It's both a deep dive into Ari's experiences and views of religion, as well as a silly and absurd take on the human struggle to make sense of things. Ryan Shaw said, just saw Ari live last night. His hour was completely different. No repeat jokes from the special that dropped days before. Very impressive. That's insanely impressive. And honestly, really good to hear as a comedy fan that he's already running a whole new hour. Blake said, I like Ari's specials actually having a topic where the whole special is based around one topic. Like his Netflix double special about childhood and adulthood. Jew fits that shoe very well, and Ari nails it for 90 minutes. Amazing, 9 out of 10.
The ones with the sideburns, the curly fries, as my black friend calls them. Yeah, my friend Miss Pat, she came to visit me in New York. She'd never seen one. There's very few Hasidic Jews in the black ghetto of Atlanta. She saw her first when we were talking, she just goes like, she was like, Ori. She didn't say my name, but she's like, Ori, is that an Amish? And I'm like, no, I mean, yeah, more or less, yeah. It's pretty much the same shit. She goes, why that man has curly fries? I'm like, those are not curly fries. She goes, what they do? And I'm like, first of all, the grammar on you people is on another planet. And by you people, I don't mean black people. I mean non-Jews. Yeah, Jews are racist, but we don't see skin color. We see IQ and income level. That's all it boils down to. Yeah, goys, that's all you guys are. You ever hear that word? Goy. It's Yiddish for non-Jew. Yiddish is like Jewish Ebonics. You don't know.
There's also lots of comments on the overall length of the special. Jew is 90 minutes long, which, just to reference another really good YouTube special, Shane Gillis Live from Austin, that one's 48 minutes long. So Ari almost doubled up the length of Shane's special, which some people really like, some people didn't like. This guy said Ari's best work. Longer than usual specials, but still great. Love the theme of religion. Another one said, Ari just knows how to be funny on stage, man. Really long special, and I was locked in the whole time. And then Deeply Angered said, little too long for me, just in terms of sitting down to watch something. Stand-up is nice for an hour, unless you're actually there. Otherwise, I'm just looking at different angles of the same person and the same backdrop in the same theater that I have been for the past hour. It gets sort of mundane to even need to watch stand-up at all if the comic isn't physical, and when you consider how unimportant set design is. This is one of the more interesting stand-up backdrops I've ever seen, but still didn't hold my attention for the whole 85 minutes. So this guy who called Ari's special is too long just wrote the longest YouTube comment in internet history.
Also, it being 90 minutes, you know, it's a 90-minute special on YouTube. But in this world where like less is more, and you know, a lot of us are putting out 30 minutes because they're like, oh, you can't have the viewer is not going to be engaged for all 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I watched it in 2 parts, but I found myself being like, I have to go back and watch this. It's literally,
I had to try to cover all of it. That was the problem when you do something. It was like you can't leave some of it out. You can't be like, I didn't want to finish, and people are like, you didn't cover what kosher is,
right?
Or like Hanukkah. So it's like there's definitely plenty of stuff I left out, but I didn't want anybody going, what the fuck? Why didn't you mention this?
What? Yeah.
Little things like how come there's 2 different kinds of Jews?
Not only was this special very funny, but it was extremely educational. I can honestly say as a goy myself, I learned a ton about Judaism just watching Ari's special, and really just about Ari as a person. This guy said, probably the best religion-based comedy special ever. That's a really big statement to say, but it's hard to disagree with. Donnie said, hilarious and educational. I learned just as much about Judaism from it as I did Scientology and Mormonism via South Park. And this guy said, very Jewish. Material and delivery was on point. I can see the work that's been put into this one. So you heard it here first. Jew is Jewish.
So another thing, you know, that I think about that special is it's genuinely something that like I've always wanted to try to do, but I'm too dumb to do it. Or maybe I'm not putting the effort into research, but you literally learn and laugh. And I know that sounds gay, and I know that's like, but literally, like it's Colin Quinn. The only ones that I've learned and laughed at are yours and Colin's.
Collins was great.
Yeah.
Because also it's like, there's that like, I don't want to say it, but like the one-man show, it ain't that.
It's
Collins
not a
one-man show either. It's just like, hey, here's your stand-up. It's kind of like when you watch Regan or Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, were they clean? You're like, oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
But you're not going for a clean comic.
Do you feel any guilt that your special killed Aaron Carter?
No.
How long did it take you to prepare that special?
5 years and a half.
So was 5.5 years ago, was the plan, I want to make a special about Judaism?
Yeah, I went to Edinburgh, the festival, and I saw these like themey hours, and I was like, they're cool. It was interesting for sure, but then it was at the same time, it was like, you guys don't do it right. You're like getting serious in the middle for like 20 minutes.
Right.
It's lame. It's fine. UK comedy is a solid 15 years behind us.
Right.
You've been working on this, I feel like, for a long time.
Yeah,
and
a long time. 5 years of intentional work on one fucking special. So, like, yeah.
And now Kanye's
I
just
put it away for like a year plus for COVID and took it out and figured out all the fucking jokes that are too long, and it was like I could see it fresh again, which I want to start doing always now. But like, yeah, and then Kanye comes in right at the fucking finish line.
at the buzzer.
It was also fun seeing Ari do the typical podcast rounds that come with putting out a special nowadays, going on all these different shows to talk about it. In just the past week alone, he's been on Chrissy Chaos, Are You Garbage, Tuesdays with Stories, Good For You, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, Whiskey Ginger, The Bonfire, and The Joe Rogan Experience.
I mean, the venue was so cool. What was that called? What was it called again?
The Roulette.
Roulette. Yeah, there's
Roulette Intermedium.
In Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah, and we dolled it up.
Awesome, dude.
The set design was...
When it was gutted, it looked kind of like shit.
When they took it all out?
Yeah, man. You had to have some, you know when like someone has that design eye where they know how to like see a room and go, okay, I get it. Because after they peeled that apart, I was like, whoa, it's not, I mean, sorry, Roulette to the people that own it, but it was fucking, it looked like shit.
It's fine. It's just the way this lady Lauren Halpern, she's the designer, and she'd never done specials before, but she was like rose to it.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it because it looked amazing.
If you want to look side by side, Sam Morril also recorded there, and they look nothing.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Did he use the same lady?
No.
No. Yeah. Okay.
No. He's Comedy Central. Looked like shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a backdrop of New York.
Right.
Like, fuck off, loser.
Dude, they always use the same. Comedy Central use like the same intro music all the time. They use like the same like hacky. What is that called? Like license free music or whatever.
Oh
they
my
didn't have to pay
god.
for.
Oh my god, dude. We found a license free music for This Is Not Happening, the early versions of it, and then they just started using that same song for 2 years. Use it, and they started using it for Daniel Tosh promos.
100%.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, they don't get it. Dude.
It's fucking labeled as art. You fucking dorks.
Well, let me tell you something. Comedy Central is doing fine without you. They're soaring to the top of the ratings. They are killing it. They've got that new show.
If you haven't seen it yet, I would definitely recommend go checking out Ari Shaffir Jew. It's available right now for free on his YouTube channel. And speaking of YouTube channels, if you're looking for one to stay up to date with the entire comedy world at once, like a channel that would cover all your favorite comedians and all your favorite podcasts, boy, are you in luck. You're in the right place. Consider subscribing to this channel right now, Joke World. Hell, you could even be featured in a video like this. One of your comments could be read on the channel. You could get your opinion out there about these comedians and their specials. What's better than getting your opinion out there? Subscribing to Joke World, that's better. It's one and the same. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again Monday with the comedy news.